This is going to be an X-Rank VOD review for tower control. I think this is probably going to be shorter than the previous one. I kind of just want to like watch back and make sure I'm not doing silly things. There's a couple of matches where I did some silly things, like this match. I mean, Team KDs didn't help, but I also kind of trolled on defense. So with this match, there was a few. Oh, that match was kind of tragic. Oh, that's X-Rank. Oh, I guess I didn't really lose that many. I just kind of wanted to go through some of these matches. They're on two interesting map modes, which I sort of want to talk about. Also want to talk about Rapid Pro Deco as well. Partly with tower control, partly maybe I'll pick a squeezer game because the interaction between squeezer is really so something I'm taking note of. There were some interesting weapons this rotation. Like there was I was climbing a number of points. So like early on, I think it was like 24 something. So like the weapon choices may be skewed depending on the axe power. But there's a lot of like stringers, fair few hydras and heavies, a lot of blasters obviously. There was the occasional squeezer. There were a couple of rollers as well. I think obviously rollers on Flounder is really strong, but on mid-speed it's kind of awkward. This match was really annoying because they had double cracking on defense. Like they just like staggered their krakens. I was just a pain in the ass, but their range was like top 500 or something. Yeah, so I wanted to maybe look through and just talk about some of the maps. Maybe I'll start with the Flounder map. Let's pick a short one just to start with. I was sort of playing this similar, or like I was sort of thinking about it similar to playing Stamper on this map, because it's just kind of awkward, especially top mid. Like you don't really get clean sight lines, so it's kind of hard to like poke like you normally want to do with Rapid, and there's lots of balls, so it makes it hard to move around. I'm just going to turn it down slightly more for myself. And so I ended up playing this like left trench area where I'm shooting right now. And well, I'll play above because committing dropping to the left. Here I go. I get one, get two. I find it's quite a good area for the mid-range weapons that like can't really shoot around or like over the top mid area. It's pretty good to just drop there, especially if there's not someone on the snipe where that wellstring is right now. If there's no one on the snipe, which like most comps aren't gonna have a weapon that starts out there, because it's like really far back, and like only realistically I think like Lita, maybe pencil, but like both pencil kits, they want to use their specials more forward, and so it's like I don't know, maybe bow reaches, like it's not a great opening and you don't really see that opening too much, so dropping into that left trench area is actually really nice. And I have had experience with that a bit with Stamper, so I was just doing Rapid as well, and I got two there. So. Yeah, this gun's kind of broken. I decided to start playing this on tower a little bit just because I wanted to know a little bit about. I wanted to know a little bit about its matchup with Squeezer, because I know that a lot of I mean, you'll see it, I guess, a surprising amount in JP X Rank and JP Area Cup, and in the challenge, like those go for the highest power challenges and all that sort of stuff. I think it's a little less dominant in zones, because I think that more in a more broad sense, like a pencil or edit just like fit into most other comps well enough, and those, at least pencil has like has the range advantage against Squeezer, so that matchup, like at least you have another tool to deal with it. Whereas I feel like in Rainmaker, sometimes Tower, just the other modes, even Clams, though we don't see JP play it that often, I feel like when they do, it's not too surprising to see a Rapid there. I think sometimes it's like there's appeal for Vac Rapid. I'm still not convinced by Vac Rapid, but I can see why you pick Vac Rapid, not because of the Vac, but because of the mist and the like weapon matchup into Squeezer. I wonder if I can get a Squeezer game. There was a couple. Just trying to think which one was best for it. Let's do. That game wasn't. Let's do this game. I think this is an interesting game as well. Because they also had Inkjet, which I think is like people always bring up Inkjet, especially like BP, is like, oh, like if pencil wasn't good, then like we'd be seeing this. It's like, well, not necessarily. Like the I think the rapid matchup into it is also strong. I mean, BP is still a very strong weapon. I just like, I don't know. Yeah, I get free chip damage on the Squeezer. I'm really glad my teammate cleans up there. But you can see I got like a free indirect around the wall. That was enough to kill because my team was doing chip damage. And I think with the Squeezer matchup, you kind of like, I just get beaten by the BP, that's my bad. With the Squeezer matchup, you have the range to contest, but you also have the range to contest around the wall. I think that's the big, for me at least, that's the big difference between the Rapid Pro matchup with Squeezer versus like the Stamper matchup. Because I think Stamper into the screen, Squeezer's probably like perfectly fine, or like feels perfectly fair. But as soon as you get the wall introduced with Stamper, it's like it doesn't have a bomb and it has no way to like shoot around the wall, so it kind of like just gets walled out. Like you have to shoot the wall or you have to go around the wall yourself, in which case like the Squeezer's still going to beam you. Like Squeezer works, Stamper has to work on line of sight. It gets around that with Burst Bomb sometimes. Like you can throw stuff around walls, or Zip, which like gives you so much potential to I guess change your line of sight, but you're still attacking through means of line of sight. There's no AoE. Whereas whereas Squeezer still does that, but Squeezer has the key thing of being able to fall off shoot. And man, Squeezer like maybe deserves a damage nerf or something, because it still does so much damage on fall off, because it's 38 damage. And so it makes like Squeezer can do things when it can't peek or like get line of sight. And then Rapid is like the other end of that, where like it plays for shooting around walls and stuff. So like Rapid sometimes has that matchup where like you will hit as the squeezer sets up a wall, then you can like still have the range to hit around the squeezer's wall, and like get the remaining damage. Sometimes you can even direct through the wall on the first shot. I'm kind of yapping about rapid fire squeezer. Maybe we'll watch the games a bit better. But like these are just sort of some of the things I'm thinking about while I'm playing. Just like getting used to these sorts of matchups. Now I don't actually play Rapid Pro, so you know some of my positioning is probably a bit off. They're like I'm trying to hit around the walls, but like my understanding of how big the hitbox is sometimes, and where I need to stand to like get the right shot is also kind of awkward. But it works out most of the time. My team is really good in cleaning up some of these shots. The direct does so much damage, does 85 damage, like, that's a crazy amount. It does so much damage that you can direct someone and then completely whiff and hit the floor next to them, and then that will kill them. Like that, it does like 17 damage or something, but it's enough to still combo. So yeah, you see I'm playing this like left wall here. See my team dies and I wonder if they're going to drop on me. This was kind of a dumb play, like I should have just jumped out because they had stalled tower and they were looking for me. And yeah. I don't actually think this was a... Oh no, this was an okay game. We got a good lead at the start. The carbon's in that bottom corner. Again, like I don't know how big my hitbox is, but stuff like this is so broken. Like I'm just shooting at the tower. You know, clearing it for free. I think that's the... I mean, it's one of those things, right, where people are always like, yeah, blasters are broken on TC, but people don't play blasters on TC a lot of the time. I mean, I don't do it too often, but I guess typically when I'm playing like a team comp setting, I'm not normally the role that would sort of switch off to a blaster, so I just don't end up doing it often. But like I'll play range sometimes. I've definitely done it in scrims before. It's come up a bit now that CRB has come out, but I don't like, as much as CRB is annoying with Kraken, I don't love the kit more than the other one. I don't play range well, so it's kind of, you know, not a super you know, experienced opinion. But I'm sort of surprised that like we don't, at least in OC, we don't see too many people switch to blaster for TC. It happens sometimes. There's definitely some people, but it's not like... And typically it's only range, I feel. Like, I don't feel like we maybe see, like, I think I can think of one person that would switch to, like, custom blaster, or maybe two people. But, like, we definitely don't see the rapids, or rapid pro. And I think it's an okay weapon. I like it. Wow, I just, like... That squeezer did not have the best aim on me, but you can see what I mean. Like, let's just watch that one again. Yeah, he definitely whiffed on me. But like, I don't know, sometimes that's what you need. And I was hoping to clear the area, which helped the team anyway. But yeah, we just don't see like too many people switch to blasters for TC. We see, I think a lot of people will love in this region will switch to like Rainmaker-esque weapons. Like we'll switch to Sploosh, we'll switch to like Blob or Wellstring when it's a Rainmaker, but we'll maybe switch to like Neo Splash for Tower, but not like, it doesn't feel like the same level of adaptation. So that's why I was kind of like, that's sort of my other reason for trying to play it in X, just like, you know, play glasses, abuse the mode. Again, I'm playing this like trench area, like that's kind of my default. Or like I just like got dived. I knew he was there. Well, I had a strong feeling he was there because I think I saw the ninja squid marks, and I knew I think he has ninja, so, and the other guy, my teammate, was like shooting in that general direction, and I knew he was up there because he had climbed up like 10 seconds ago. Oh, like I got diffed as well. In these matches, like, I just am able to do so much damage. Oh, I get stuck here, I die. That's alright. Definitely could have done, like, I think there was a moment of shaky defense in this game, but like, otherwise it's just kind of holding it down, keeping tower, and doing lots of chip damage. I thought there's definitely someone in that corner, so I was trying to mark them. Yeah, but my map was weird. And yeah, I mean, we just win. I definitely think if we had lost lead at their big push, we could have made for a late game push to also get lead. But since we didn't give up lead, it was like it shifted more to just like keep control of the tower, especially on this map where it's like really hard to get back in. Yeah, I was just play for that. That's how, at least how I was thinking about it. I don't know about my teammates. As much as I could go over these matches, I like kind of knew what I did wrong. And also there's some like there was lots of top 500s in these lobbies, so I was like, that's alright. Like I'm not gonna stress too much about it. Let's give it a mincemeat game though. This one seems okay, I guess. Actually, yeah, this is I mean, it's a little bit of overview, but also just like a bit of a talk to myself about like this weapon and this mode and these maps. This feels like a really lame match. What? Oh, this guy, my teammate like clutches it at the end. You don't deserve to win that one. Let's watch this one, I think. Yeah, I think X is interesting. I haven't actually played too much X in this game, so like, but I played ranked in Splatoon 1, and it's like, it's very much it is different to like playing comp, obviously, but I think there's still a lot of types of skills that you can that can translate. Like one sort of thing is if you're playing a whole rotation of X, right? I guess you could sort of think about it. I don't know if people have been following the JP East versus West qualifiers that are happening right now, or have. I think that the East has done their tournament and the West have done the qualifying things like in game, but haven't done the tournament yet. Whatever it is, to qualify for those, they played like essentially a rotation. It was like zones, like one of them was like zones, Manta, Robo, and it was like only those two maps for 2 hours, right? And you could bring all the comp knowledge you want from like, you know, TC, Rainmaker, Clams, any of the other zones maps. All of that doesn't really matter if you're only playing those you're only playing Manta and Robo zones, that's when like real specific strategies start to creep in. And with X rank, you can't really do that. Like you can't do as much complex sort of strategy because it's only you that you have over an influence over. You know, you can't coordinate with your teammates very well. It's very much on the fly, but you can pick the weapon that you think is best for the rotation, and you can pick the weapon that is best for the like what other people are going to pick in this rotation. In this rotation, I saw like a lot of bows and a lot of heavies and the occasional rollers. Like these weapon pools that we're seeing, that I was seeing in this rotation, are like kind of unique to this rotation, this mincemeat flounder rotation, TC. Like if it was TC flounder and like TC, I don't know, Mako, like you probably would see slightly different weapons, right? And so there is like an aspect of developing an understanding of the rotation that you're working with and like playing to adapt throughout. Sometimes you can adapt to specific players, like you might replay against certain players, and that's it's a little harder to keep track of in this game. It's definitely something that I kept track of in Splatoon 1. But yeah, it is very much like learning how to play these specific maps in the specific like X rotation meta across the 2 hours. That's why I think it's like kind of beneficial to play out of rotation, rather than just like hopping on for one or two games. But yeah, so the benefit of Rapid Pro on this map is I can kind of poke the left truck area really well from this bottom side, and also on offense, the really tricky thing about this map mode is like getting first check or through past that bend can be really hard without good range tools and to defend it, it's really hard to I mean, yeah, it's like really hard to stop. I don't know how you get it go. It's really hard to like stop that check from going through if you don't have these tools. And so playing this map is like playing with Rapid Pro Deco on this map is really nice because I just have inherent range with the weapon. I don't think we clear first ship yet, but yeah. And whale is nice for it as well, you know. I instantly go on the flank here just because I made so much just space with that was really good. Let's actually watch that back. I instantly go on the right there because I was pushing that roller. The roller couldn't really do much. Even I think the roller had ninja. But you could see as I hit them. Actually, maybe you can't see it directly here, but I hit them and they're sort of splashing about, right? There's a bit of that if you take damage anyway, you sort of like leave a more visible ripple. Oh, it doesn't really come up here, but like I'm able to push the roller and instantly I just go, I've made paint here, I'm just gonna like flank him, even though like you wouldn't expect a Rapid to flank, right? And I don't really get much done here, like I do literally no damage, but my entire team cleans up because they're looking at me. So yeah, that was really nice. And then I just try to hold this position. This guy crabs, so I'm like awesome. I just try to help get check first, and then I whale for after check. I think I get one. Okay, I trade. This guy calls to jump, but I see he dies right as I spawn in, so I just swim it out. And now that I know they're like all on the right side, right? So I can kind of play with my back, not looking at the left truck area. And and I'm just trying to hold the squeezer on the right side, and I think the roller's sort of in the mix here. There's a couple of times, it doesn't show up in the replay, but every time, or lots of times when I'm chipping something, I'm checking the map to see where they are. Especially I'm just poking around ledges and stuff. It gives me an idea of like, have they stayed there? Should I keep shooting? Have they run back? You know, where do I go from there? I did so much damage on these guys. Dead. I mean, just the roller swims past, and he bubbles. I don't really know if I could help that guy anymore, but I was there. I was there if he died, I think. I should have killed the squeezer. I kind of trolled. I thought my whale would kill him, but I hit him twice. Yeah. Oh. That was my bad. I just didn't respect the option that he had, which means I get a slightly scary push. Good damage though, and my squeezer followed up, which was awesome. I think I got beaten by the squeezer again, yeah. I mean, look, the matchup isn't perfect, as you can see. Like, if I'm playing line of sight, then the squeezer wins. But, yeah. Now it's a bit desperation. It's not like full desperation, but just kind of like we're not going to get special trade. I think the other benefit of blasters as well, like from a defender point of view on tower, you can, some weapons can play for the, like, you obviously have the advantage of like, if the opponent's riding tower, that person is pinned to tower, right? And so they can't, you can, from a defender point of view, you like normally have a benefit from like positionally, but you don't really have a benefit from like passive special charge and stuff. But what sometimes happens is like that's not enough, especially on some maps, or like if you're trying to defend a specific lead or specific checks, like some checks are just horrid. And so, but blasters, I like blasters just because they give you a way to like, it's the equivalent of like chucking a bunch of bombs at it, right? It's just easy to clear tower without necessarily needing a special. Here I'm kind of playing endgame. This may be a bit early to... Actually, I didn't mind that well. I wanted to figure out where the roller was. I couldn't hit this guy on top mid, but it was kind of, yeah, kind of live it out. Okay, maybe I'll do one more, because I've been, you know, talking my head off for 30 minutes. Let's maybe do... This guy wasn't interesting. Let's do this one, I guess. I don't know. A lot of these were pretty good matches. Like this is partly like a talking, partly a reviewing myself and being like, where can I do better? But it's also partly just like explaining what I'm thinking about, and talking about it. Yeah, as you see, I kind of play this left area. I drop really early, I get one, and I chip this guy, and my teammate comes up. So, yeah. Again, I guess talking about Flounder with in respect of, like, similar to Mincemeat, the first check, trying to defend that can be really annoying, and also trying to clear it can be really annoying. And so, like, that's why the blaster, the rapid pro range weapon, you know, or it's AoE, all that, like, it can help do that sort of thing. Like, you definitely don't want to pick a weapon in this rotation that, like, couldn't help with that. That would, you know, if you played like Neo Solution, you just couldn't do anything. And kind of similar to Flounder is like trying to retake mid from a defender point of view or clear tower is like kind of a struggle, because you have to play from low ground. But Rapid Pro like doesn't super care about that too much. Like, it's almost arguably more optimal that it's on the lower ground. But, you know, regardless, it like doesn't struggle as much as other weapons. And so I can still sort of stay in the game, and I don't have to just purely play for special. By the way, when I'm dying, I'm always checking the maps and stuff, so it just doesn't show up in the replay. Oh, my teammate cleans up. I should have quickly stopped that area. I think it was an okay idea. I think I should have backed out though. Or like, I didn't really have enough time to get good control, and so the range was able to run at me, and I didn't like have much time to react. If I had more time to paint the area, or like paint a way to retreat or something, maybe it would have been a better play. Like maybe just playing like sort of just below where the blast, or like just above where the blaster is on the screen, like that little ramp bit would have been slightly better. Like I could retreat through the street or something. And so like me dying there, and I died with Whale, so it's like didn't really help out the team in the end. We didn't really clear the check, so I definitely could have done that better. What else nice here? Yep, I've got to like run all the way back. I try to also play the street as well when I'm pushing, because like playing that ramp, the above ramp is kind of awkward. So I just thought I'd sort of play that different angle sometimes. But it's sometimes a little unsafe to completely drop in there. Like you give up high ground, so if your opponent catches you off guard, then it's tough. But you can see I'm getting blasters and stuff to look at me, so it's really not the end of the world. And I stop the flank, like means my team can focus on the front area. You can see these claps are really weird though. That was maybe a bit ambitious. It's just I guess what people are picking. This is slightly lower X power, but yeah, that's what people are picking. Apparently. Try that blaster. Oh, there goes one. Tried that guy. You can see I directed him, and then I like hit the wall next to him and it killed him. That is so stupid. My guy's dead. I can also shoot these like trench walls pretty easily. I don't know what this guy's doing. He's just tweaking. I can shoot the top mid walls, and with the chip and with the amount of range that you can play at, and so you can play far back, and using the map as well once you've done chip damage. There was a match earlier, maybe I'll just like watch the start of it after this, but there was a match like against a roller who was trying to sit on that ledge, and Like he just couldn't, because I wasn't killing him, but I was hitting him, and then he would move away, but he was still damaged on the map, and then I would follow where he was and shoot him. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to show the replay, but maybe I can show it from his perspective, or the roller's perspective. Yeah, good diff. I just whale this guy because I just wanted to clear check. I just choose to live here, like, I want to maybe try to give jumps. My teammates blue guy, so that's awesome. Kill that guy, chip damage that guy. Teammate kills that guy. Like, fucking kinda good. Intel. I mean, you can see like who used another mode as well, but like, I don't know. Interesting. Again, like we could KO here, like, just, oh, I guess I'm playing up. I mean, all of them are shooting tower. Like, I'm actually just fragging them out because they're all shooting a tower, and not focused on me at all. Okay, I'm gonna pull up that roller game just because I want to. I kind of wanted to see how effective that was. Partly for me and partly for. I think it was his. Can't remember if it was against Carbon or not. Let's see. I can't remember how early it was as well. Maybe it was here. Yeah, it was definitely here. Because I went to protect that my Nort because I knew the roller was there, and he dropped into trench. So he's playing this trench game. I'm checking around. I think he takes damage. Maybe I see someone else on the map. By the way, I'm still checking it for like roller. Of course, roller wants to be on this wall. I think I kill like, or help chip damage one or two. That's not me. This is me. Alright, apparently I got destroyed by the roller. Let's actually watch this match, because apparently okay. I think that's what it said. Here I'm a little worried because they're just using tons of stuff, but I get a lucky direct on the jet and able to kill it, which is kind of huge. I think I'm being a bit schizo and just trying to clear stuff that is not relevant at all. I'm trying not to kill my fellow squeezer because he's on like 1 HP, I think. I knew they were getting jumps top mid because the BP was all the way back, so I just wail him. Just get chip damage and the roll drops and he dies. BP dies. I can play up. Oh, Dilly dodge rolled out of the way. I was glad this Dilly Squatcher wasn't very good because well, like wasn't super threatening because as I said, I would lose the fight to him. But like just the mobility is, I thought might be really annoying. Nice. Big 2 kills, big whale. Oh, there's so much going on. Again, I'm trying not to kill my teammates with these whales. I know the BP is up here, but I can't like push him. I think he's trying to pay for a jet. He does get a jet, but I kill him. Oh, and then my team wins up. Cool. Alright, well, yeah, that's just sort of me yapping a bit. I can't decide if I'm gonna make more videos like these because I don't see my setup being any better anytime soon, so I might do more, small chance I might do more scripted stuff, or in-depth, more concise discussions. These videos are also nice for just myself. It's nice to, I enjoy recording stuff and just being like, oh, like, I played this weapon for a little bit or whatever. So yeah.